Hi, welcome to Wildcat Nation. My name is Alfredo Acosta. Today we're going to be interviewing Mr. Dodson from Mass Media Production. We're going to be asking you a few questions.
All right.
Let's see how this goes.
Sounds great.
What are your future plans for your class for Mass Media Production?
This is our first year, and we'd like to eventually have a regular scheduled program that comes out maybe once every other week. And yeah, so we're just kind of putting it together as we go.
How will this benefit the students in the course?
You know, communication is something that is used in everything. It doesn't matter if you decide you want to be an artist, you're still communicating, you know. And so any of the techniques or whatever that we learn in this class are going to apply for any career that you might have.
Well, we were thinking to ask you what will happen to all the work that the students have done at the end of the year?
Our goal is to create a finished product that we'll put on, probably on YouTube, that would be available to people. And as you know, once it gets on YouTube, it stays there forever. So.
Yeah. Well, why did you decide to make a news program for this role?
When I was moved over here from the 6th grade academy, one of the first things that I was asked to do is to think about what types of classes we wanted to offer here at the high school. And we have this wonderful facility. And so certainly we had to have something that had something to do with video production, television production. And so that was our first thing. And as we mentioned before, communication is always valuable. No matter what kind of job you might want to do, you're going to want to use communication. So what we're learning in this class is going to help us in our presentation skills for college classes or just for on the job.
Awesome. How long do you think you could keep this class going, or how many years do you hope for this to continue?
I expect that the program will go indefinitely. As we were researching what kind of classes we wanted to offer, I found a gentleman who created a program very similar to this at another school, and they've actually got to the point where they have their own building and stuff for their program.
Oh, wow.
So it would be really awesome that this might be a 4-year program. Students would come in as freshmen and do some basic stuff, maybe some history, that kind of thing, and get to a point where, you know, throughout the years, they get more and more advanced.
So, when did you decide to create this news program?
We discussed as a class several options at the beginning of the year. We could go a couple of different directions. One was film, and we attempted to do a little bit of that with public service announcements, commercials, and that was a very interesting experience, and I think we were fairly successful with it. But for a more practical standpoint, I think a news type program will allow us to practice our skills a lot quicker. So here fairly recently, it seems like we've kind of made a little bit of a shift from film to news.
Well, some people were asking when and where would you want to decide to broadcast this news program?
Right now, we're just trying to develop content. That's always something in media is you have to have content. You have to have something to put on the air, and we're still kind of building up our stamina, if you will, and we haven't gotten quite to the point where we have enough material that we can put together something on a regular basis. So I'm hoping that even in the next week or so, between what we've already produced and what we have now, we can clean it up, edit it, add titles, and maybe some music credits, those kinds of things, and put together a fully complete program. And then once we get to a point where we're satisfied as a group with what we've created, then we will put it onto YouTube and let the school, the students know about what we're doing over here.
I personally wanted to ask you a question. Did this class and the news program has exceeded your expectations?
I think so. I don't know what my expectations were for it, you know, we were, again, I just was looking for things that we had, available to us, and we have a really beautiful facility here. And so that was certainly a place to start. We had the opportunity to get some wonderful equipment. I would love to put a picture of that in our program, some of the equipment that we've acquired. And so it's challenging because we have quite a few students that are interested in it, and the class is one of my largest ones. And the facility is not large enough that everybody can participate at all times. So we have to kind of break up into groups. And so that's been a challenge for us because we have people who are just kind of sitting around waiting for their turn to get into the studio and record. But I've really been impressed with what we've produced so far this year.
Well, thank you, Mr. Dodson. That's all the questions we have for today. And thank you all for watching Wildcat Nation. Please join us again the next time. We'll see you. Bye.
Bye now.